What's up, everybody? Name is Kunzi. Kunzi7 is my username. You know, I've had it for fucking ever, so that's just kind of what I go by. This video is just, I just want to just talk and show you, or you guys, or y'all, because I'm from the South, how I make metal songs with Druk, because Druk is not like the heaviest distorting type of instrumental, and I kind of wish there was something a bit more heavier because I've grown up. When I was growing up, it was a lot of Killswitch Engage and Korn and Slipknot and All That Remains and stuff like that. And you know, in high school, it was a lot of like Suicide Silence and Whitechapel and Oceano and Job for a Cowboy. And nowadays, it's more stuff like Deicide and Cannibal Corpse and stuff. So I and Meshuggah is definitely a fan, like a super favorite of mine. Make Them Suffer has been something I've been listening to a whole lot more as of late, going back into deathcore. But you know, besides the point, this is just something I enjoy doing. When I make my Druk volumes, it's more for a creative standpoint and way less of a min-max standpoint. And I had like two comments on my volume 3 post on Reddit about time signatures and stuff. Which I used to be in metal bands. None of them signed. We didn't really record anything. I got some stuff on SoundCloud. Those were from like years ago, and I'm a death metal vocalist, so I'm not like the greatest at like creating a true like tried and true instrumental. But if you want to make it like a real metal instrumental, do not go to Warframe for it. For Christ's sake, do not. Like, whatever god you believe in, please don't come on here to make your instrumentals if you're a musician. So, things about time signatures and stuff I find kind of, just kind of redundant with this because this is way less, like, as creative as I try to be with this, like, it's still not, like, 100% like making something really heavy. It's way less of that. So, because a lot of like, especially deathcore, it's a lot of zeros and ones, and you can't really recreate that on here. So, with that out of the way, I kind of want to just get you through it. So, generally, I first off do keep my melody on a plug because I like plug by itself and it sounds really cool. Just being as a isolated thing, it sounds really cool. So what I do, didn't mean to do that. What I do to keep it simple is like your main chuggy sound is this right here. This is that's what I consider the main chuggy sound. And for my open, like an open like top string, open E, I think it's like, and that's kind of that, and that's how I make the bends because I'm a big fan of bends on guitars. Like, we'll go ahead and do this right here. On the actual Druk one, it sounds a bit better as far as making bends. Like, if you go to the volume 3 and look at Every Star Born to Die, that's kind of like the influence. It's just a whole lot of bends, a lot of like groovy bends is kind of what I was going for that. On Plog, you hear the individual notes. That's why I like Plog a whole lot. That's why I write with Plog. But in general, that's just kind of it. Um, that's how I make the bends. Actually, when I write, this is kind of what I do at first. This is kind of where which I've been wanting to make a song just totally of that, by the way. Um, but from here, I kind of decide on like how many doubles and doubles compared to singles I do because I try to make each one sound uniquely different. Let's do like this. I don't think I've done this yet, so we'll stick with that. And from here, I kind of randomize it and see kind of how I go about it and see how it sounds. We'll do a little bit. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go here, and then we'll go here, and we'll see how this sounds. Uh, I like that a whole lot. I do like that. I might, because I'm a big fan of doing doing kind of like these two being the same, because it's kind of like sliding down the fret for me. That's what it sounds like. Well, for me personally, um, I might do something like this. We might actually. Hold on. Now, no, I'm starting to mess up now. So we'll do this. Or just move it down here. Or move this. Alright, that's simple enough. This is the point where I make the drums. I try to make like the kick pattern really metal, and a lot of like assistant patterns, and I try to like shake it up every once in a while. So I like look at this to see what I want to do with it. Sometimes I'll do like a triple here, single here, another triple and a single, or I'll go all the way through here, a single, triple, and a single here. So it is just a matter of what I feel like sounds the best per song, essentially. And we'll do this. We'll do a single, a triple, and then a single again. Something like. And then I see how it sounds with the. I prefer it like this, or we can do it like this. We'll keep it here for now, and we'll keep it like that for now. For snares, I do well. For in general, I like to keep 1 and 2 the same, and 3 and 4 the same, because I consider 1 and 2 separate bars and 3 and 4 separate bars, where they're like a one there are 4 steps, so they're like 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 4 times essentially. And I like to keep 1 and 2 the same, and 3 and 4 the same, but 1 and 2 different from 3 and 4. A lot of that is when you're playing Warframe, which kind of pisses me off, which I've like commented on Reddit a whole bunch about how we should be able to switch songs in the middle of a mission. Which, if that was the case, I would keep 1, 2, 3, and 4 consistent with its like snare pattern. But for me, when I'm playing, it just sounds like it's too repetitious, you know. It gets on my nerve like way too fast. If like it's like a da 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 like all the way through, like something like this all the way through. If this was consistent from 1 to 4, that would annoy me like super fast. So that's why I always change it up. Like when you look through my volumes, you always see like every individual like song, well, quote unquote song, is it's 1 and 2 is different from its 3 and 4. A lot of that is creative reasons, and the other bit is to annoy me less. So my favorite ones is to do a single snare with four consistent hi-hats. I don't know. I just like this because, you know, if I had like more cymbals to play with, it'd definitely sound a bit more metal, if you ask me personally. Um, and then for bass, we'll get the bass later because the bass sounds way better with the actual Druck melody instrumental. So we'll go to 2, and then we will copy all the way through. Yep, we'll copy this because the drum's gonna stay the same. It's just more or less the actual melody song pattern is going to be different, and a lot of that is just playing with it. So we'll do this, we'll move this down, we'll pull this like way up, and then we will move this, and then no, that's not what I wanted. And then we'll do here and here. Actually, we'll move this here, and then we will move this here. I like that a whole lot. So we'll keep that. We'll keep that. So we're gonna go to 3, And we're gonna start again the same way I did before, and kind of just make like every other one a double. Keep it on a nice chuggy thing. Because when doing this on the actual drug thing, for me, it's like dun 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 dun. You know, I know that sounds really dumb, but you know, this is just the kind of like how I envision it, pretty much. So I like that a whole lot. I like to change it up a bit, so we'll do two, and then we'll hit this with that, and then we'll do this. I kind of like that. So we will do something like this and that, and we'll pull this up here. Actually, we're gonna move these up right here. So this is like the second top string on an open. I'll keep it right there. And nice. We'll do a triple, a single, single, a triple, a single, and a single. So. Oh, it's a simple pattern. You know, we'll keep the simple pattern. Simple pattern is nice. When doing this right here, for me, it's like a hit and then a crash or a splash, pretty much. Like a real like deathcore breakdown. That's why I do it. That's why I like it. We'll do actually something I don't do a whole lot is actually I don't do it ever is like 4 triplets. So we'll do that because it's something I haven't done before and I like it. So we're gonna copy like that. And a lot of this, what I'm doing right now, is just fucking around, and I like to fuck around because fucking around is a whole lot of fun for me. We'll do this. We'll move this up. We'll see how it sounds on the full thing. We'll move this down, and then no, and then we'll do this. So actually, shit. No, that's not what I wanted. Stop. Come on now. I hate this cursor. I really do. All right. Actually, we'll do this. We'll do this. Cool. So when we do the full thing, we are going. At first, we're gonna take the percussion off, and we're just gonna listen to the melody by itself. I like it. So we are going to switch plug into Druck, and then we're gonna turn it on with the percussion, and we're gonna see how it sounds, okay? Okay, I like that. I do like that whole bit. So, and it's just fucking around. I'm not actually keeping this one. So we are going to do the bass now. With bass, I keep a lot of it on a chunky two bottoms is what I call it when writing this. A lot of it is because it just sounds really heavy to me personally. Because drunk is not that heavy of a thing. So I kind of keep a like what I'll do is like I'll follow these two per se, and then I'll keep these two. Whoa, keep these two at the bottom, right there. Boop, and then I'll just now follow this, and then when I come here, I'll do the same thing. Ah, okay. Then that turns into a problem. And let's see here. Let's do a 2 bottom here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do a 2 bottom like this, which I really have never done before, so it's totally new thing for me personally. Boop, and then we'll do a 2 bottom here. And then when we look over here, I will follow boop. Uh, see here. Yeah, so I'll follow until the very last one, which will be a bottom. And don't ever do like a single bottom with a single second, because it just doesn't sound good. It really doesn't. So boop boop boop. So we're gonna follow. And remember, this is just a like sample. This is just an example of, because I actually take a whole lot of time to do this, because like I don't rush it like this, because sometimes I like to smoke and just chill out and just do it. So at this point, I listen to the bass by itself, because the bass by itself, if it sounds good by itself, it sounds good with everything. Actually, no, we're gonna make that a bottom. Okay, good. So we're gonna hear it with melody, because it should sound good with the melody. So we're gonna add the percussion on, and we're gonna see how it sounds, okay? That's pretty much it. That's all there is. I mean, take your time with it, and if you find something that you like on my actual the actual videos of my volumes, and you're like, well, I don't like this aspect of it, copy it and change it, man. Like, I do this for fun. You know what I mean? It's just a whole lot of fun for me to sit back and relax and get stoned and just like really, really just hammer down for a couple hours on a single one, and really work out the kinks of it. And it's just something I like to do, to be honest. And I just enjoy it, and I like sharing, so I share with you guys. And I just wanted to share my ideas with you and how I go about things. And I hope you enjoy this. I do not monetize for right now, especially currently with this stuff. I'm not monetizing. I'm not making any money off of this, and I just want people to feel as creatively free as possible. So please copy and remix it and stuff, and do what you want with it. Just know that the initial idea was mine, and I totally put it on YouTube, so it's totally mine. I'm the kind of the guy that kind of came up with it first, but you're more than welcome to change it if you wish. I hope y'all have a good day, and I will check you guys later. Peace.